Good morning. I'm so happy being able to talk to you finally after a couple of days of not uploading anything. I've been away for some weeks. I've been riding so much, training camp, my tour by the Baltic Sea. It was amazing. I'm so much into training and riding, even more than when I was starting the channel, which I'm so happy about. More info about that this week. But today it's going to be actually part 2 about power meters. When I uploaded the review of the final test of the Favero Axioma power meter pedals with the app, you came with so many questions because I said who should be buying, thinking about those, who should not be thinking about those. And here are 3 problems you will come across when buying power meters. So you should know that. Training with power meter is great, is amazing. It's a great tool, super precise. It helps so much when you've been just riding on your heart rate so far, but it's not the episode about heart rate versus power meter. But 3 problems you're gonna have are: number 1, data reading and translating it into your training plan. So if you buy a power meter, you install it on your bike and you just go for the training run, then you upload the data, you look at it, and you actually understand nothing. Of course, you can see whether you are hitting a higher power output or average power on your training loop. You can measure FTP, that's easy. You can pace yourself if you want to just ride below your FTP, let's say. So it will be very easy for triathlon and time trial, FTP wise, because the training plan is not that easy. You're not just riding tempos below your FTP, but it's going to be easy to measure it. Now it's going to be much more difficult for mountain biking, where you go up the hill, you go down the hill, you stand on the pedals and you still see some power. How to translate that into what you actually did and what you need, what kind of intervals you need in order to get better on your tracks. It's gonna be difficult. So if you have no clue about what power data is and how to build your training plan, power meter will be kind of useless for you. Just know that. You need to read the data, translate the data, and do something with it. And here's problem number 2. If you buy a power meter, you don't want to just have it as a gadget, right, on your bike. You need a structured training plan. So if you're just like a weekend warrior, you want to have fun with the power meter, okay. But if you want to use it, you need structured plan. If you don't have time for structured training, power meter will be useless for you. It can be just a gadget on your bike. So remember, reading the power data and the structured training plan is important. Now, a couple of words more about the power data. Why is it so difficult? For example, some riders see that their power goes down week after week of training, and they think, I'm tired, so I should have a recovery week, I should rest. And that's when power meter comes in very, very handy. But your power dropping can mean that you are either tired, or, for example, you should transfer from the foundation period of your training to the preparation period of your training. That means training a little bit less, but even harder. So it's not that easy. And then number 3, that's the price. The power meter would cost you, like my pedals cost 500 euros, so over $500 for one-sided. Two-sided, it will be even more, so 800 euros, for example. If you've never trained, really, if you don't know how to build a training plan, use that money for a coach. Let's say 500 euros, 800 euros. Many power meters will cost much more. You can divide that into 12 months of a year and buy some subscription with some training plan with some coach. And then actually you will learn much more. Maybe after that you decide, I'm gonna get power meter, and the coach will be telling you, hey, if you had a power meter, I will see much more. So it's very, very handy if you have both, a coach and a power meter. But if you only can choose between either having power meter or training with a coach, and you have no knowledge about training, go for the coach. I know I'm reviewing these pedals, I'm testing those, I got those for free, but I'm telling you guys, if you don't have the things I've mentioned, go for a coach. If you don't have a time for a coach, you're not really into structured training, just ride your bike, have fun. You will be stronger riding regularly. But power meter is really another level. So don't just get excited that all your riding buddies have power meters and you should have it. And then when you have the power meter, usually within 1 year after buying the power meter, your performance will go up by 30%, which is often the case, but you need to know how to do it. That's what I think about it, guys. That's what I think about it. So if you have any further questions, put those in the comments. I do love power meters, and I am now in my foundation period. It's gonna be a long one, probably between 15 and 20 weeks. I'm excited about that, but because what I see is that my efficiency, that's connected to the diet, of course, has changed so much. More about that in the future. And I think tomorrow or day after that, I'm gonna upload for you the final review of 15 different tubeless sealants. Thanks guys for watching me and being with me. See ya.